Hey, my apologies. My phone cuts in and out from time to time because I only have so much storage and I'm not a big technology guy, so I really have no desire to get it backed up or sync it to my computer so that I will free up space. Because really, I do not care. Only to a certain extent. As long as I can make phone calls and messages. And what is it? What is this, man? What am I getting? A little side briefing here. Anyways, back to infinite intelligence as Napoleon Hill describes. This is essentially when you have so much faith, right, that certain answers start to appear of what you need to do, what steps you need to take in order to carry out your dreams. Impulses are another word that you can substitute for the infinite intelligence, or also people who are, spiritual, believe in God. This is a higher power. This is the law of attraction and the higher being at play, essentially, at least how I translate this. And I've noticed after these 4 or 5 years of applying this on my own and setting a definite date, the definite date for me happens to be January 14th, my birthday, the year 2020, on when I turn 27. So there's a few things that go into play here and why these dates are important to me and why I set these dates as my one to acquire my financial dreams. But because I set these numbers and these dates, one, because January 14th is my birthday, 27 is my favorite and all-time lucky number, and there's a lot of things that have happened in the past. I mean, as soon as I started reading this book, really, and focusing in on faith, and establishing myself as a young man, and the faith that I do have in the higher powers that be. The number 27 tied into a lot of things that, these instinctual answers that were basically appearing out of nowhere, but because of the faith over time has become just apparent that yes, these things are going to happen. I know that sounds confusing, but there's certain times in my life, especially when the number 27 pops up, that hey man, you're right on track, you're right where you need to be, and a lot of things inside of me trigger this emotional feeling of heck yeah man, we're right where we need to be, we're right on path. And because January 14th is my birthday, 27 is my lucky number, the year 2020 was just something I set out. I think it's a new start, the 20 digits and the double digits. I don't know why I said 2020, but it's been 4 or 5 years now, and I have no doubt that I'm going to acquire the amount of money that I desire, either on the date or beforehand in lump sums, and the actions that I'm going to take to get there. And there's a few missions that I have planned out that I've worked on day in and day out. And there have been times that, obviously we as human beings, we get tired, we have these moments of doubt. But I want everybody to know that you either have faith or you don't. It's okay in certain instances to be doubtful or to be like, man, is this really what I'm seeking? What's the deal? Why is everything working against me? But it's in those exact moments that if you decide to quit or continue on with your dreams, that faith is kept alive. And so I ask you, all the listeners out there, to pose that question upon yourself, self-reflection time, and to see whether or not you have faith and whether you're living your dreams out and backing your faith up with actions. Because I think that faith is not only an idea or a concept, but it is an action as well. Patience ties into faith, and action, taking daily movements towards whatever it might be that you desire, or that you really, really want in life, and coming through with those time in and time again. It takes time to practice. It takes time to discipline your mind and yourself to carry out these goals day by day. And it also takes some damn faith to even think that, yeah, this is possible, right? Because what if this was just a hoax? But I mean, just from reading this book and the stories, and also the other things that have come into my life with faith always in the background, always at the root of things, I'm a complete believer, and I'll never give up. And I believe that the date that I have set for my financial riches and for, the physical equivalents that have been employed in my mind already are going to come true. I mean, I envision as much as possible, day in and day out, in the morning or at night, just like this book requires you to do. You have to follow all these steps in this book, and it's really no problem, because when you have something in mind that you really want, you'll do whatever it takes. And I think that this is just another tool to access this. You don't have to have this book to tap into your wildest dreams and make those into realities, but I think it's helpful. And if things pop up in your life, these tools or these allies that will get you a step closer to those things, why not take the action and have fun doing it? Because it is kind of trippy how things work out, even with faith. Even though when the things come, it's like you're expecting them to come, but at the same time, when they do come, you're like just blown away by the power behind all of that. Anyways, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill is he's sold over 15 million copies worldwide. And this book, it says, the landmark bestseller, now revised and updated for the 21st century. I'll read you the back of the book, just a little intro here. Every chapter of this book mentions the money-making secret that has made fortunes for more than 500 exceedingly wealthy people whom I have carefully analyzed over a long period of years. The book contains the secret, which has been put to a practical test by thousands of people from almost every walk of life. The secret to which I refer has been mentioned no fewer than 100 times throughout the book. It has not been directly named, for it seems to work more successfully when it is merely uncovered and left in sight, where those who are ready and searching for it may pick it up. If you are ready to put it to use, you will recognize this secret at least once in every chapter. I wish I could tell you how you will know if you are ready, but that would deprive you of much of the benefit you will receive when you make the discovery in your own way. And I think he's absolutely right. At first, I was very questionable. I didn't practice the methods that he preached. I was skeptical, but I was crafting myself. And I think in time, you almost have to go through that. I'm not going to call it negativity, but through those self-doubts and that right mentality, in order to establish a picture perfect, clear image of what you're going to obtain and the energy you're going to invest into that to receive it. And I think envisioning, which is also a key method of this book, is a very important practice before you go out throughout your day in the morning time, and also at night, or whenever you have a window of time. Everyone's busy doing their own thing. They have their own jobs and careers that you have to look after. So whenever you have that period of time, utilize that time wisely and practice. If you have the imagination, why not imagine something that is true to your heart and something that you will live for every day and fall in love with every day, rather than just going on, sorry, there's a train passing by, it might be a little bit loud, rather than just, oh wow, the number 27 again just popped by on that train. See, again, I'm not looking specifically, but it's already so deeply rooted within me that I expect it to pop up. It's kind of crazy. But anyways, where was I going with that? Oh yeah, so why not keep your goals in mind day in and day out, and utilize your imagination and the power of your imagination to attract what you desire and what you love, so that you can live that life every day for the rest of your life, and be okay with the tedious task that it might take to get there. Because again, attached to a bigger meaning, tedious tasks will no longer be tedious to you, because it's getting you one step closer to that dream or those dreams. But anywho, I just wanted to mention this. There was a little bit of traffic. I just got off. I'm almost back at my place. But I hope you enjoyed listening, and everybody tuning in, thanks so much. Much love, and be on the lookout for the next one. All right. Talk to you later.